Hey guys, welcome to Phenix Health A2B, all-in-one scheduling, rostering, invoicing and dispatching solution for your mobile staff. It comes with an administration panel and mobile agent app. As you can see, I'm going to first demonstrate the main administration panel. The main administration panel is divided into 4 panels. The panel on your left gives you access to all of your tasks, which are divided by unassigned, assigned, and completed. It comes with its own search bar on top. The panel on the right gives you access to all your agents. These are filtered by inactive, free, or busy. These agents are set based on the roster or agent's availability. You determine which way you wish to manage your team. The panel on the top gives you more filtering options. For example, you can choose to filter by list, view, day, or team. The buttons on the right give you access to creating a task or even the ability to chat with your team. There's also a new feature which is broadcast. Broadcast is basically an A2B that you want to announce to your team, saying if there is an emergency, a natural disaster, or any other type of update. This feature allows you to pass on any messages to your agents without requiring a response from them. On the center side is where all the task data is displayed, with a list format or map format. The map format gives you much more of a visual cue in terms of where the job is assigned and where the agents are. The agents would be shown with an indicator. For example, like James Davies is currently in Victoria, and the other agent, Suzanne, is somewhere near Brisbane. We give you the option to filter by completed or even pending tasks. We can give you the satellite view of the map as well, whichever option makes you efficient in terms of task assignment. You are also able to see this in full screen. Now on the top left is the menu with links to access to dashboard, links to agents, customers, analytics, settings, and more. Under agent is where you can create and manage your staff members. You can add what car they drive, their photograph, signature, which acts as an ID and verification to your clients. The next section, customers, is where you can create or manage your customers. You can also create new customers when creating a task. However, if you have a large number of existing customers, you can directly import them from a CSV file. The other menu component is analytics. Analytics provides you with a complete audit trail for regulatory compliance and accounting purposes. It shows how your business is performing, how much time your agents are taking to submit a task, the distance they are traveling, etc. Manage compliance and costing around these analytics. You can set various rules around the analytics specifically to help get good data out. The next section is settings. Within settings, you have all our core applications information in here. The first core section being business type. What we offer to our customers is 3 different segments of business utilizing the same app. One is the pickup and delivery model, the other is the appointment model, and the third is field workforce model. We give you the option on how to customize the dashboard and how you wish to display data. You can choose a default and you have further customizable options. We also have the option to receive a text with a trackable link. You can also choose to disable that. Keep in mind, if you are using the SMS system, you will have to pay for the SMS going to the user. The core services of the Phenix A2B software is divided into 3 parts. One is templates, the second is geofencing, and the last is auto allocation. So what are templates? Templates are a versatile form created for the A2B application. Templates can separate types of tasks and set a number of rules around particular tasks. For example, if your business is set more around NDIS, you can set NDIS specific templates. Or if your business is more general services, you can create templates specifically for that, like gardening or cleaning services, etc. So getting onto a sample, let's edit one template. Now with the template, I can add as many line items as I want. I can add mandatory checklists. In this one, for example, the agent has to perform medication, bed, food, water, and anything else that may be required. This can be set in the template. In this specific one, I am saying the user must take a picture of the task completed, and again, this can be set mandatory if required or not. For the NDIS template, I am adding specific NDIS codes, and what can be done with this is, if you are using NDIS codes, we can use external APIs available and basically automatically bill those item numbers out. With this template, I've just made up an NDIS number and as an option for the user to select. Now you can set your invoicing template based on the task template. For example, if a job has been assigned this template, it will be assigned this very personal invoicing template. You can add multiple tags. For a job, these are dynamic fields, which will be pre-filled when the template is sent out to the user. What we also have is the task pricing and agent earning option, which is attached to every template. For example, if you assign the NDIS template, maybe you have agreed to pay the agent based on distance traveled. So the application can actually track the user and knows exactly the distance traveled based on GPS points, and via templates you can charge or pay accordingly. For example, if an agent travels 20 kilometers, you can set rules that you will pay 10 cents per kilometer traveled. It basically depends on the contract between you and your agents. You can have task pricing as well if you want to add a margin to the agent. It is a very versatile system we have built in, keeping in mind that it can be used in various segments of businesses out there. Now our second core option is geofencing. So the geofencing option gives you the ability to set limits on an agent's area. For example, I've just created a couple of minutes ago Christian's boundary. So with this geofence, Christian can only get jobs within this predefined boundary. I'm able to create a new geofence for this example, Saeed's boundary. So I'm going to say that Saeed lives in the Gold Coast. He only wants to work in this area, or say he is only allowed to work in these areas, so I can set a polygon specifically for him. Saeed will only get jobs assigned in this area, so you can set this up by a team or individual agents. This gives you the option to carve out areas for different agents or teams. Or for example, you can have a north team or south team, so you don't have an overlap for any jobs. Basically, you are predefining the area of work for your teams or specific agents. Now, keeping geofencing in mind, the auto allocation utilizes the geofencing rules as well as providing more options. Here, we give you 5 different types of auto allocation. The first being one by one. So when a task is created, it is automatically assigned to the next available agent. The next is send to all, which is similar to the Uber model. For example, when a task is created from the administration panel, all of the available agents get a notification saying a task has been created, and it is up to the agent to decide yes or no if they are willing to take the task. Basically, the first agent to accept the new task will receive it. The third, batch-wise, assigns tasks with the predefined geofenced area. You can then set the maximum of tasks that can be queued within that specific area. Once the number of tasks exceeds the limits, tasks will begin to extend beyond the fenced area to allow for task completion and additional available agents. The fourth is round robin, which basically calculates the distance of the agent, how many tasks they currently have, then assigns the task based on priority. The last and simplest option is nearest available, which is based on the closest agent to the task would receive that task. So they are the kinds of auto allocation options which are provided and we allow you to choose from. We also give you the option to select the radius. For example, most of these options allow you to work off radius. It gives you the option on how far you want the agent to be to actually get that job. Keep in mind, templates give you the ability to calculate how many kilometers an agent has traveled. This section allows you to create teams. Each agent can only be part of one team, and the team can be divided by location or even profession. You can have different managers managing different teams or different geographical locations. In the agent app, you can change the way the application looks like, and you can also choose to show or hide particular buttons. Agent schedule gives you the option to see, in terms of an overview, what your staff schedule looks like today. You can see their available hours, including necessary breaks, and you can see unavailable hours. You can even see their booked hours. The benefit of seeing the booked hours is you know how efficient you are managing your staff by seeing how many hours are going underutilized. Then you have the notification section. This gives you the option to send SMS, email, even have the option for webhooks to be attached to APIs, which can do some other stuff with it, but the option there is available to you. And then access control is more or less to do with your agents and their managers, who can choose what sections they can and cannot access. The other sections are your general options, which are SMS, email, and billing. We also have a fully functional chat, which gives you the option to chat to your agents and have an active and historic log of chat within the application itself. Now, in addition to templates, geofencing, and auto allocation as its core features, Phenix A2B offers a very important compliance component called task history. With task history, you are able to view the history by either the task or agent. Now, for example, I have this job completed by myself. So you have the option in the tasks panel to view the details of the task, information of the customer, and the important section which I am about to explain, history. As you can see, this particular task has had a few events that are mapped out and gives you the exact location on the map, saying at which point this task was assigned, completed, and all the other activities which were involved at that particular time. It also gives you a list view. If you select Show Path History, it shows the entire travel path done by the agent. You can also choose to play this activity in real time. This shows how the agent traveled for this particular task and their specific movements while attempting to complete the task given. This is very important in regards to compliance to keep track of records. This feature shows how your agent performed in a particular location, and if there are any legal issues or requirements coming from the client side, you would have this history backing you, stating exactly where your agent was and what they were doing at any point in time. So a similar function again on the agent side, you can look at what other activities this agent has done. For example, let me take myself. Here you can see my timeline and what tasks I completed. How many minutes I was moving, how many minutes I was stopped for, how many kilometers traveled, and this ties in with your templates, which can get assigned to do the billing as well. So if you agreed with an agent to pay them per kilometer, this component keeps that in mind. On the map, you can see the entire path history of the agent, where you can see all of the different events and what happened. Again, there is the function Show Path History. This example shows this agent drove all the way from here. It gives you timestamps, so you can increase the speed of the path history as well. You can see how exactly the agent moves within the area. and whether they're clocking extra kilometers or not. This component, again, is very beneficial in terms of compliance by having not just a history of log of tasks and events, but a complete visual representation of each task completed.